And welcome back to the Tuned In podcast. How we feeling?
Man, playoff basketball, playoff hockey.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Such an exciting time. How are you doing?
Doing great. Just making it through the last bit of finals.
Yeah.
These finals are kind of distracting me from basketball, so I need to get them sorted out real quick. Go watch some games.
And then your final year of school, right?
Yeah, 2 more semesters. It'll be good.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for some playoff basketball. It's been a long season, but we're ready for it.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot in this episode today. Of course, we're going to talk about the playoffs. We're going to give our predictions for every series until we make it to our champion. We're going to talk about the last game of the Jazz season, talk about the Tankathon results, and what the offseason will look like for the Jazz. And we'll also talk about some of those play-in games that we had last week, as well as finishing off the episode with our Utah Mammoth, some playoff talk, and some BYU basketball recruiting.
Don't forget to check us out on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be there. And this is episode 102 of Tuned In Jazz.
Well, we talked about the season recap last episode, but now
yes, we did.
It's officially over after the loss to the Lakers.
Yes, it is.
Not much to really say in that loss. We knew we needed to lose, and we took care of business.
Lakers needed to win, so yeah. Not really a great game by anybody, I feel like. I don't know. LeBron had a pretty good game. Lakers are kind of just resting up for the playoffs, I feel like.
Yeah. It looked like of our real roster, Ace and Cody both had mediocre games.
Yeah.
Nothing real crazy. And then Bryson Spa played a little bit off the bench. He actually played pretty good.
Yeah.
For 13 minutes, he had 15 points.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
So
I think they had to sub him out after a while.
A point and some change in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty good. 131. Yeah. I'm really hoping we get our boy Walker Kessler and Jaren Jackson back at full strength next year, because we got to fix our defense. I think that's priority number 1 for me going in the offseason.
Yeah, I might have to sign some veterans to help out with that too.
I think so. Yeah, totally.
Bronny James played in this game, 11 points. Actually, pretty good.
Such a legend. I wonder if they're gonna retire his jersey over there in LA.
Who knows?
He's a legend.
But that finishes off the season for real.
Yep.
We talked about it last episode, but there's been a lot of highs and lows. Make sure to listen to that one, hear what we were thinking there.
Yeah.
But our final Tankathon, we get that coin flip that we've been wanting with Sacramento. I don't know when the coin flip's going to happen. I think Austin Ainge said it would be in the next couple of weeks or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to pray for that coin to go our way.
I feel pretty good, though. I think I saw we have a 0.6% chance, even without winning the coin flip, of losing our pick, which is I like those odds. Mm-hmm. And then if we win the coin flip, then we're at 100% chance to keep our pick. So we're in pretty good shape. It looks like OKC, I don't know if you saw, they're going to end up with a lottery pick anyways because of the Clippers at 12.
Man, we were hoping that wouldn't happen earlier. Yeah. But at least the Clippers were top 5 when the season started. Now it's up there.
But if they end up with the number 1 pick somehow, this is going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like Jazz are in a good spot. I feel like I saw something, there was this stat that showed since 2000, the Jazz have never moved up in the lottery. As far as odds go, we've never gotten a better pick than we were projected. And also the Jazz are one of the few teams in the NBA who've never had the number 1 pick. So I feel like our luck is due, I would hope, at least soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we've got a good odds, so.
And when I sim the lottery right here on Tankathon, oh no, puts us at 6.
I better do one real quick as well.
Do one, it's got 2.
Ooh, dropped to 6.
Oh man.
Yeah, so who knows? It's 50-50 really, right?
Yeah. But either way, there's tons of talent in this draft class. I feel like we still could get a good piece regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I think hardest thing is going to be figuring out how an AJ DeMonts or Darren Peterson fits with our roster. So
And I guess looking into the offseason, got a lot of things coming up, especially with the draft. Probably is the first forefront of our minds. But also some guys with contracts kind of upcoming. I don't know exactly our cap space, but with Lowry and Jaren Jackson, those are like basically 2 max spots. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know if we're going to be able to pay Keontae, Sensabaugh, and Kessler max money. It might have to be kind of spread between those 3. And Keontae, he's of the 3, he's definitely the one I would pay the most.
Yeah, I mean, there was that whole, I guess I wouldn't call it drama, but the whole thing with Walker Kessler last offseason where the Jazz didn't see eye to eye with him about what he was worth, I guess, and didn't re-sign him. It makes me wonder if the Jazz will regret that or if it was going to end up being a good move. I guess we'll kind of see.
Yeah, it depends on what teams want for him.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's restricted, so we can just match.
He didn't really up his value this year, I don't think. I mean, with being injured most.
And honestly, like, if you're in the NBA, you're still making so much money. It's like, I don't know. I could see how, like, I wouldn't be that sad if I got 10 million instead of 20, you know? But I guess that would be a big difference. But
yeah, that's what I've always thought too. Like, especially when you start talking about the top guys, it's like, I know it's kind of an ego thing. Like, you want to be considered a max guy, but it's like, does it really matter if you're making 55 million a year versus like 45, so your team can go get another guy to help you win? You know what I mean?
And if we're gonna build a championship roster, we can't pay everyone max money.
Yeah, no.
Or we're just gonna have to let some people go because you just don't have the room for that.
Absolutely.
But that being said, what do you think the Jazz should prioritize with contracts? Because you've got Walker Kessler restricted, and then you've got Keontae and Bryce Sensabaugh eligible for an extension.
I mean, I think based off of what we saw this year, Keontae needs an extension. I don't know if we give him anything max, but I do think we try to work with him this offseason to get an extension. Like, play that game next offseason, because I think our cap situation will just keep getting worse.
Yeah, it'd just be like Walker Kessler next year with Keontae.
And I think if we, for some reason, did land a top 3 pick, those contracts are getting bigger and bigger every year for the top guys in the draft. So that's not going to help either. So,
I agree. I think an extension's due for Keontae.
Absolutely.
That being said, I wonder, by the time his contract would kick in, maybe there's some way that we could like kind of backload his money.
That's true, yeah.
Where Lowry's money is gonna kind of end, and then we could pay Keontae the bulk of his contract after that, or something. I don't know. But it'll be interesting. Do you think he's worth a max?
Keontae?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trending that way. I don't know if he's proven that. If he had another season like he had this past season, even if he improved just a little bit more, I think he could be a max point guard.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you think he's worth that?
I'm trying to look at what a max would be, and it's hard to see, but it'd probably be like 50 million a year.
Yeah.
45 to 50.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is quite a bit.
That is a lot of money.
So I don't know if I'd say, because Lowry's worth about like 40 to 50 million a year. That's what we ended up paying him. I'd say Keontae maybe like 40 would be my ceiling, but
yeah.
But also, you know, the contracts keep going up every year. Maybe by like 2029, 50 million is actually not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like at next year the salary cap's going to rise to 165. So it's just crazy to think that, like, if you're paying a guy 50 million, it's like a third of your salary cap.
Yeah, you can pay like 3 max guys and then just pay pennies to everybody else.
That's why the Celtics were in so much trouble, because they paid Tatum and Brown both like 40-something million a year. Yeah,
Derek White got a lot.
So that's like half. That's like more than half your salary cap. Just those 2 guys. That's why they were in such trouble last year, I feel like. But we don't want to be in that situation. There's some tough decisions to be made.
Yes, it looks like for our contracts currently, Lowry's contract goes for 3 more years after this. Jaren's as well, but Jaren's has like an option, so it could be 4. Yeah. So they're long-term deals. And then thankfully Ace Bailey, he's on the books for a while.
Yeah.
3 or 4 more years, and then it's really Keontae and Walker and Sensabaugh. And I don't really know Sensabaugh's value. Be interesting. I do think, like, honestly, Blake Hinson looks pretty good. If he could be a bench scorer, maybe we just keep him instead of Sensabaugh. But we do love Sensabaugh over here.
I could see Sensabaugh getting a. This is gonna sound worse than I mean it, but like a Kenny Lofton type contract where it's like not guaranteed, but you do give him some money,
decent money.
You know, just so you could like give him some. I guess it doesn't really give him security, but it does give him some money to play. But if we need to move on at some point, we could. You know.
Yeah.
One thing I do know about next year, though, is that Yusuf Nurkic will not be coming back for $19 million. If he does come back, it won't be for 19.
I hope not. Or we'll just hold on to another center that's cheaper. Yeah. Go back and get Micah Potter again or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's we get a lot of guys off of our books next year. Like, apparently we're paying Jordan Clarkson $10 million this year. And Lonzo Ball, we're still paying him $10 million for some reason. We probably bought him out, I guess.
Yeah, we got to get those. Kenny Lofton, is he getting anything?
No. Vince Williams is getting some. Chris Boucher, Mo Bamba's still getting $200,000. So kind of interesting. Yeah, I think I don't know if you saw some of the postseason interviews they did, but Lowry was just talking about how Nurkic and Lover have become some of his best friends, and he's hoping they'll come back next year.
He's finally got some guys on the team that are his age.
So I do hope they bring both. I do think having Kevin Love on the bench has been really impactful, like a coach almost.
He could get a veterans minimum.
Totally. Yeah.
I think if Nurkic would accept a veterans minimum, he might be a guy that could come back too.
Totally, yeah. So it'll be interesting. We're gonna have to make some. I guess Flip's still got a couple years on this contract, but guys like Flip, I think we're going to have to make some decisions on soon. As far as where they fit. Same with Cody Williams, is still fringe, even though I feel like he made a jump this year.
Yeah, and I mean, if we draft another rookie, when those guys' contracts expire, we just say, hey, we got somebody else, or you can get a minimum.
Totally, yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's hard business of the NBA, right? You want to pay everybody, but you just can't. Unfortunate.
Especially with the new CBA that was a couple years ago, the rules are so strict now. It's you have to keep it tight because it gets real expensive real soon if you. Really. There is a couple of dates to pay attention to, I guess, going into the off season though. So the draft lottery is May 10th, so less than a month away. We don't have to wait too long. And then the draft combine starts that same week, May 10th to the 17th.
Pretty soon.
Yep. And then the draft itself will be June 23rd, with the second round being the next day, 24th. And then free agency opens a week later on the 30th. And then, of course, we'll have Salt Lake Summer League July 5th. We'll have to see if we can make it out to that this year.
I think so.
But things move pretty quick. I'm sure the finals won't even be over by the time the lottery happens, so that'll be interesting.
But we got some NBA news as well.
Yep.
We got, of course, playoffs. There's a lot of important implications there. We'll get into our brackets. Yeah. But Luka and Cade Cunningham both put in waivers for the 65-game rule for all NBA and awards and got approved.
Yeah.
And I also heard apparently Anthony Edwards got denied of similar thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you think about the 65-game rule? Is it good for the NBA, or you kind of fed up with it?
I think it's good for the NBA. I'm not sure that I agree with the reasoning that they gave for the denials, and because Luka's was something about the birth of his child, which I think could be.
Yeah.
I could concede that. That's outside of his control, right? Well, injuries are always outside of your control, but you look at Cade's, his was the reason they asked for it was he had a collapsed lung, which that's just another injury. I don't understand why that's different than whatever Ant had. You know what I mean? So it's kind of inconsistent. I feel like you either have to decline it for everybody or I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But
you're trying to set precedents.
Yeah, and
if you're gonna have this rule, you gotta man up to it. You know.
Totally. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it should be I think it should be more up to the voters. Like normally,
Yeah.
when a guy didn't make the 65 games, but he was like really good that year, the voters just didn't care. I don't know. So I don't know. I feel like for like MVP and like those awards could keep it, but I think for all NBA, like if you were just a dog for like 60 games,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
Or maybe you lower the 65 game rule to like 55 or something because people are just getting so close to it.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm definitely one that's like I want to have the guys that deserve the awards get the awards, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's hard for like historical precedents too. Like if you were an amazing player but you just never got to 65 games, people are gonna look back on you and think, man, this guy never made All NBA. Was he even that good?
Yeah,
that's I don't know. So you just want to make sure the guys that deserve it win it. What I'm
that's
thinking.
True. I guess I'm kind of conflicted on it because I don't know if I agree that you deserve it if you're not playing, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. It is because like there was one point this season where we were looking at it and it was like all these guys like Jokic, SDA, Wemby, Luka were all like on the fringe of not being 65 games, and so then we would have had like a really weird MVP voting race, and it would have like historically, you're right, like that would have been a weird like. You're like, what? Cade Cunningham won MVP? I mean, maybe he deserves it, but like probably not. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and I also think though that sometimes, I know it's like journalists that vote, but I just don't think they always vote based off of actual criteria. Like, they're kind of following the narrative.
They follow the hype.
So it's like, I don't know. I just don't think that MVP, it's been a while since I felt like the MVP actually represented like who the best player in the NBA was, but that's just my 2 cents, I guess.
But I do agree that if you're going to have the rule, you got to stick to it.
Absolutely.
Because if everyone's seeing these exceptions being made, like next year, they're going to do the same thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? So if you really do want them to play, you got to... I do think Luka's makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think you got to put down the law if you really agree, if you really think this rule is where you're standing.
Totally. And I agree with you too. I think maybe 65 games isn't the right number. Like maybe there's another 55, 60. I don't know. I mean, the problem is there's always going to be somebody that's just going to miss it and still going to complain that it's too high.
True.
But
it's always going to be that way. Yeah.
But maybe 65 isn't the number. Like maybe it is a little lower. I don't know. No, I guess they'll find that sweet spot maybe.
But we had some really good play-in games.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if you did you watch most of those or?
I caught some I did catch a few parts of them, but that Hornets Heat game I think might have been my favorite one.
Oh yeah, overtime as well.
Yeah, that final sequence in regulation was just insane. I was just crazy.
Yeah, I think that had probably the most excitement that Hornets fans have seen in a long time.
Absolutely.
And it was cool. It's sad that my boy Con Knipple, he couldn't really make a shot.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team picked up the slack, and it's cool to see the Hornets actually do well. I know their fans deserve that.
It was cool to see LaMelo too. I mean, he's had just a lot of there's been a lot of hype for a long time. This was a great 30 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds with like a couple of steals too. Just a really dominant game. Expected when you drafted him, so I thought that was pretty cool. Injured Bam though, allegedly, according to social media.
Yeah, that was. I didn't really catch. Yeah, I didn't really see much honestly when I.
Yeah, I thought people overreacted a little. He was on the ground and grabbed Bam's ankle, and Bam fell and got injured. I don't know. It didn't seem to me like he was trying to hurt him. It was like somebody steps near your head, you're gonna make sure that they don't step on you, you know. So I don't know. That was my opinion, but
yeah. And then the Trailblazers beat the Suns. Denny had 41 points. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That one also kind of came down to the very end because the Suns were ahead and then the Blazers were ahead, and it was kind of back and forth.
Yeah, it was.
Good one. And then Steph Curry put on a show against the Clippers. He had 27 points in the second half. That was electric as well. Poor Clippers had to give away their pick to the Thunder because of that game, I think. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
B is in trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sixers beat the Magic too. tough season for both those teams. Are just having I feel like a tough out. They're both more talented than they're showing. There's no reason this should be an 8-7 game, but
but I guess Joel Embiid's out.
Yeah.
So, but they still beat the Magic. I feel like the Magic were my favorite for this game.
Yeah.
They just didn't look great.
And if you're the Magic and Desmond Bane's your leading scorer in a game, you don't really have a great chance of winning. I feel like
you need Paulo to go off.
Yeah, Desmond Bane's a great player, but yeah, you need Paulo or Franz Wagner to be the guys to just pop off, and it didn't happen. So
yeah, and then they did manage to beat the Hornets.
Yep.
In a way, killing all of our dreams because we all wanted the Hornets to win.
Yeah, we did.
Unfortunate. And then the Suns beat the Warriors as well. And I don't know, we were talking before the pod about the state of the Warriors, that this might really be the last run for the regime.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. We'll have a lot of time to talk about it in the offseason, but I feel like the Warriors really should have rebuilt around Steph a few years ago. I know that they've been trying to just patchwork it, but it just hasn't really come together the last 3 or 4 seasons, so fortunate.
Yeah, I mean, they got Jimmy Butler last year, and we thought maybe there could be something. And then this year, same thing. We thought there could be something, and injuries just kind of killed it.
Kristaps Porzingis, we thought maybe that would solve some of their issues.
I still think they might run it back next year. Maybe
you think so?
If Steve Kerr leaves, then you just run it back with the same roster with Steph, Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and Kristaps and Moses Moody. That's a pretty good starting lineup.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I don't know if it'd be able to win a championship, but I think it could be able to make the playoffs.
I mean, I think the big question there is going to be, we know that LeBron James wants to play with Steph. LeBron James doesn't seem like he has a super great relationship with the Lakers at this point. But then there's the big question of, will he play next year? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. That could be a possibility that LeBron James moves up north a little bit. That would elevate things. Although, how good is LeBron gonna be next year too? Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's a question too. So I don't know. That's just a possibility. I think
they must have liked playing together on that USA team.
Yeah.
They looked good on that USA team as well. So
yeah, they did.
I don't know. Maybe on the Warriors.
Yep.
But Steph's not leaving. I think he's staying.
He's a Warrior.
That's the one thing. If you're a Warriors fan, you've got him.
Yeah, Draymond's contract expires. Tried to trade him at the deadline. I don't know. I do have a hard time picturing him outside of Golden State, but kind of just feel like he's...
Maybe he could accept a minimum or something.
Yeah.
If he's really wanting to stay.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. But that brings us to our playoff brackets.
Call it a bracket?
Yeah. That's I saw that maybe, I guess you were saying have done this before, but I've never filled out a bracket challenge for NBA. Or did we do it last year? Maybe we did it last year.
I can't remember. I've done it before.
Yeah, but we both filled out our pick'ems. I don't know. We just go game by game, maybe, and say our picks.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we'll start in the East. Maybe you down for that?
Yeah.
So Pistons Magic. Let you start. What do you think about this game?
Pistons. I'm riding with them.
Yeah,
but I do think the Magic could take a game. So I'm gonna say win in 5.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah, I said the same. I actually think that they're gonna sweep. So I did Pistons in 4. I think that could be one of them that's a sweep. I just think the Pistons are really loaded. They've had a great season. So
then you've got Raptors and Cavs.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's a killer in that first round.
Yeah,
he always wins in the first round.
James Harden
as well. You've got a better team with him. Who do you got?
I still really like how the Raptors are set up. I'm gonna pick the Cavs, but I think this one could be a 7-game series. That's my prediction.
I'm saying 6 games. I'll also take the Cavs.
Okay, that's fair. Pretty close there. It takes us to Knicks Hawks. Hawks have had some good runs this year, but the Knicks are pretty loaded. What do you think could be this series?
I'm going Knicks.
Okay.
Hawks are looking good, but the Knicks look better.
Yeah.
And I think the Knicks have unfinished business from last year is what I'm expecting.
How many games?
5 games.
Okay, nice.
Give them 1.
I got Knicks in 5 as well. I think the Hawks could catch one, but yeah, Knicks are Jalen Brunson in the playoffs seems to. I mean, Jalen Brunson's always a dog, but
him and Donovan Mitchell are going to put up 40 balls.
Yep,
throughout the playoffs.
He's a hard guy to stop. I don't think the Hawks have the defense to stop him either. So yeah, I'll go Knicks in 5.
Then Celtics Sixers. I don't know about you. Oh yeah, I see. I'm picking a sweep.
Yeah, me too.
No Joel Embiid, no problem. What I'm thinking. And Jason Tatum's back. This Celtics team is scary.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, that next round will be interesting, but I think easy sweep there. Sixers are just, they got to reload a little too, but where we're at.
And then do you want to finish out the East, or do you want to do the first round in the West? Maybe finish out the East.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
So then for both of us, we just picked the 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it'd be the same. So Pistons, Cavs would be the next matchup.
Yeah. Pitch mine, sorry. There we go. Yeah, I got Pistons in 6. I think they're a better team than I won't be a broken record here, but I'm not really betting on James Harden or Donovan Mitchell to get out of the second round. So I'm going to say Pistons in 6. I think they could catch a couple, but it'll be a good win for the Pistons.
This is my one underdog bet that I'm going to make. I think the Pistons, if I had to pick an upset, Pistons are young. This is like their first time being like legit favorites in the playoffs. Yeah. So I think the Cavs have more experience. I think they can beat them just based off like playoff experience. I think James Harden and Donovan Mitchell could win, but I do have it as a 7-game series. Yeah. So I think it's going to be close, but I'm taking the Cavs, even though I know history says do not pick Donovan Mitchell past to the second round. I'm going to try it, even if it comes back to bite me.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't know if you saw, but the Cavs are planning on shopping Donovan Mitchell around if he doesn't re-sign this offseason. Interesting. Jazz set a precedent there, but anyways. Okay, that takes us to conference finals, right?
Or Knicks Celtics.
Oh, yeah, Knicks Celtics.
This is the one I want to hear.
Yeah. I forgot about
What
that.
are you going to have for that?
That's good. That might be the best series in all the playoffs, I think.
Toss up.
Yeah, I think 7-game series. I'm taking the Knicks. I think you're right. It's a coin flip, but I'm just taking the Knicks. I think they're going to be still really good with Jason Tatum back, but I wonder if there's still some. I've always felt like there was a little bit of tension with like Jaylen Brown's game and Jason Tatum's game, and they've made it work in the past, but I just wonder if it'll be an issue that could cause a loss.
Jaylen Brown's been there all year, and Tatum's just slid in at the end.
Yeah, and he's been the centerpiece all season. And Jason Tatum's the best player on their team, so he's going to come in and be the guy, but yeah, so I don't know. I'm taking Knicks in 7. What do you feel like?
I'm right there with you. I'm taking Knicks in 7. And it's interesting that 22% of fans picked the Knicks to beat the Celtics.
Interesting.
So we're in the minority here.
Yeah.
But I think it's the year of the Knicks.
Ooh.
I think they've got a great team. And again, I think they have unfinished business. But then for you, that'd be Pistons-Knicks, which is a rematch of last year. That was a 6-game series.
Yep.
And then I've got Cavs-Knicks, but who do you got?
Yeah, I agree. You're the Knicks. I think I'm taking the Knicks in 7. I think that could be a great series again. I think there's going to be a lot of 7-game series this playoffs because I think there's a lot of tight matchups, but I'm taking the Knicks. I think Jalen Brunson's going to go on a tear. They got the defense. I still think Cat's a really great big. That's going to be a hard matchup for anybody. Mm-hmm. So give me the Knicks. What do you think?
I've got Knicks in 6 against the Cavs.
Let's go.
Same thing. I think it's going to be like a Tyrese Halliburton type of year for Jalen Brunson.
Totally.
I think it's going to be magical, have him take his team through a lot of close games, but I think they're going to be able to win the East.
Totally, yeah. All right, let's go to the West. Start with Thunder, Suns.
Sweep.
Only 3% picked the Suns. I'm surprised.
I've got a sweep.
I'm giving them 5. I don't know why. That was just kind of a gut
just feeling generous today.
Yeah, maybe the Suns will pick one up. Maybe Thunder will. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a sweep, but I'll take 5. We'll roll with it.
Then Lakers Rockets. This is a rematch.
This is gonna be maybe
a rematch.
LeBron versus KD.
They've played in the playoffs a number of years.
Yeah.
Luka may not play in this series unless those European doctors did some real magic.
Yeah.
But don't really expect him to play.
Even if he comes back, I doubt he's going to be full Luka. Might be more detrimental to his team than he is helpful.
Yeah. But I got the Rockets in 7.
Ooh, okay.
I think normally if you pick against LeBron, you're dumb. Like, do not pick against LeBron in the playoffs. But it's a different LeBron now. He's
42
a little older.
years old, yeah.
And if you're going to pick against LeBron, at least you've got KD to
That's
rely
true.
on. So I think KD can take care of business, and I think the Rockets can win there 7 games. It'll be close.
Kind of sad. I think this is probably the last time we ever see Braun versus KD in the playoffs. Just kind of sad, I think. I agree that it's 7-game series. I think this is going to be a really good series. Rockets are so tough defensively, but I'm just going to roll with my man LeBron. I'm going to say Lakers in 7. I think it's going to be a good series.
LeBron can do that sometimes.
Yep. Takes us to Nuggets Timberwolves. I feel like this is one
probably our favorite series.
This one we've seen a lot in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, these teams know each other better than any other team, I'd say.
Rudy Gobert's got his hands full with this one, that's for sure. What are you feeling on this one?
Give me the Nuggets.
Yeah.
7 games though, because Anthony Edwards is going to put up a fight.
That's true. Yeah.
I think they're going to win, and it's going to be a great year for the Nuggets. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to say Nuggets. I'm going to give them 6, though. I think this is probably the best year we've seen from Jamal Murray. I mean, this first-time All-Star.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Gordon has been really great this season, too.
Tim Hardaway Jr. has been a great pickup.
Yep. I think getting rid of Michael Porter Jr. and getting Cam Johnson was a great pickup, too. So
Jonas Valanciunas.
Valanciunas has been great.
Yeah,
Christian Braun.
They're looking good.
You got a ton of guys in there who are just balling, so give me Nuggets in 6. And then Spurs, Blazers. It's going to be a tough one.
I'll give the Blazers 1 game.
Yeah.
I'll say the Spurs win.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I say Spurs in 5. I think could be. I think the Blazers are not a bad team. They're definitely getting up there. They could catch a game. Denny Advia's been having such a great season.
If they can't stop Denny in 1 game. But totally. I think the Spurs have a great solution to paint defense.
Yeah, they do.
So
all around defense. If you're
so Denny's going to have some trouble driving to the rim against the Spurs.
I agree.
And then, yes, Thunder Rockets.
Yeah, Thunder Rockets, Thunder Lakers.
Be a good series. This was, I don't know if you remember the very beginning of the season, there was like a double overtime game. Thunder and Rockets was pretty good. So we've seen some close ones before, but who do you have here?
Yeah. Well, I had Thunder Lakers, but I think Luka could be back by this series if he does come back.
Definitely could.
So I think I only say that to say I think the Lakers could catch 1 game. I still think it's Thunder in 5 for me. I think Thunder are just like that.
Yeah,
so.
It doesn't matter if it's Lakers, doesn't matter if it's Rockets. I'm saying Thunder in 5 as well.
Yeah. Nuggets Spurs. This is going to be a great series.
I'm begging for this series because I want to see Wemby and Jokic play.
Both those 3-2 series in the East and West are going to be crazy.
Had a great game in the regular season too.
Yep.
One of the better ones.
Yeah.
But give me Jokic. He's got the experience.
Yeah.
I think Wemby's gonna have to learn how to beat Jokic, and maybe this isn't the year.
Yeah, I totally
agree. I'll say 7 games too.
That's where I'm at. I'm saying 7. And I think part of the reason is I just don't think that you're going to have... I think that if you're the Spurs, you need to close these series out quickly because I don't think Wemby's going to play in all 7 games in a series. Mm-hmm. He's got health. He always has health issues. He barely played 65 games this year. I think he just got it on the last game, just like by a technicality. But anyways, I think, the Nuggets just have playoff experience. Spurs are still pretty young. Nuggets in 7.
All right, and then I guess we have the same conference finals.
Thunder Nuggets.
Thunder and Nuggets.
Yeah, that could be a great series too.
Have we seen this before last year? I believe we may have. Or was it Timberwolves Thunder? I think it was Timberwolves Thunder. So I don't know if we've seen this in a little while.
Yeah. This could be a good series, though. I'll start. I'm going to say this one goes 7 games. I think there will be a lot of really competitive matchups this playoffs. But I'm going to I'll take the Thunder. Unfortunately, they're just such a loaded team. They're seems like they're finally back at full strength. But Jokic could give them a run. We'll take the Thunder. What do you feel like?
I'm going the other way. I'm saying Jokic is gonna take down the Thunder this year.
I can see it.
I'm gonna say in 6 games.
I could see it.
I think that maybe by this time the Nuggets they have a better team than last year. They reloaded on their bench.
Yeah.
They've just got such a great roster all around. I think if they can figure out a way to consistently score against the Thunder, I think their offense is better than the Thunder in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's just if they can get past this Thunder defense well enough, I think they'll be able to win.
So too. I don't think Chet's a great defender, but I don't think he's good enough to stop Jokic. Jokic just plays all 3 levels, so physical. Yep. Yeah, I could agree with that. I think it'll be a great series.
And I feel like this is one of the best teams we've seen around Jokic
in
a while.
Well, that brings us to our finals. I think we both have Knicks, and then you have Nuggets, and I have Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you start. What do you think in the finals? How do you think that'll go?
I'm going to say the Nuggets win the championship.
Ooh, okay.
6 games.
Interesting.
I mean, if they beat in my world in this bracket, if they really did beat the Thunder, they were going to have to win it all.
That's true, yeah.
If that's what happened. So I think Jokic is going to bat pack. It's his time, and they'll be able to beat the Knicks. I think they match up pretty well against the Knicks because Jokic and Kat are right there, and you've got Jamal Murray and Jalen Brunson. It's going to be a high scoring series, but I think the Nuggets can win it.
Yeah. Well, give me the Knicks. I'm not a huge Knicks guy, but I don't know. Just gut feeling. Something tells me Knicks are ready to do it. I think as far as teams that are going to face the Thunder with this specific matchup, the Knicks are a team who's just gritty defensively. You got guys like OG and why am I blanking? Mikal Bridges, guys that could score but also just be great defenders. You could even, I think that was one of the strengths of Indiana last year, who I think would have won that series had there been no Halliburton injury, was that they could just switch everything. They were just long.
Good defenders.
Yeah, SGA couldn't match up Hunt. There was just a lot of, and I mean Jalen Brunson's not a great defender, but you could easily switch OG or Mikal on him. And
Jalen Brunson can play good defense for a couple possessions throughout the game too.
He's serviceable. He's not horrible.
He's gonna try.
Just an undersized guard, so it might be hard for him to.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to stop SGA anyways, but anyways, I think it'll be a 7-game series though. Excited. Give me the Knicks. So.
Wow, what a playoffs. I think the thing I noticed is just how many 7-game series we have. I think I don't know if we'll actually have that many, but I think there will be a lot of close games. Yeah,
that just speaks to how many of these matchups are close, I feel like,
Yeah, a lot of those 3-4 or 3-6 and 4-5 first round matchups are going to be close.
3-2 ones will be tight.
Yeah. And
the second round,
Yeah, the Knicks and Celtics is going to be so close.
They're going to make a movie about that series at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, possibly 30 for 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that'll be so fun. I'm so excited. I think
we got some games today, I think, too. Right?
Yeah, it looks like they're about to start here. The Cavs Raptors are already in pregame right now. I like that a lot of these games are playing on Prime, all the ones today, except for the last one.
Pretty accessible to the public,
Totally, yeah. And then the last one's on ABC, so that's also a mainstream channel.
Yeah, I think you can get that on Disney Plus now sometimes too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. But be a great NBA playoffs. I'm sure when we come back for our next episode, we'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Not just because of NBA, though. Mammoth are in the playoffs.
Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Man, we thought we were talking a couple weeks ago at the Mammoth game. We were nervous we were going to get the Oilers, but we got a little lucky. Got the Vegas Golden Knights.
Let's go.
Pretty exciting.
It's a rivalry.
Yeah. Dude, I was looking at tickets. I think the Mammoth ones are pretty expensive, but the Vegas ones were $80-something for, which I was surprised for playoff tickets.
Interesting.
That's not as expensive as I would have thought, and I was like, man,
Maybe they don't need a basketball team.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it wasn't in Vegas, I'd totally drive down there. I don't really like going to Vegas, but anyways. Yeah, so we also filled out our NHL bracket, probably a little less informed than our NBA brackets.
Yeah, I just kind of went with my gut. I don't really know.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like NHL is so much of a toss-up.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm feeling good. I think we both picked the Avalanche, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so.
They've just been dominant all year. I think they have the most points, if I'm not mistaken.
I was listening to something where they have like almost double the goal differential than the second place team. Like they're just such a good defensive team.
I remember we beat them at least once throughout the year.
I think we did, yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to in the
Tough
playoffs,
out,
though.
So we both got Avalanche taking down the Kings. Who did you have in the Dallas Stars Minnesota Wild series?
I took the Stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got the Wild. I got it in 5. I don't really know the numbers, like how well. I wasn't really locked into NHL playoffs last year.
No, I kind of like just saw the bracket after it already.
Result, yeah.
Yeah. And then do you have our Mammoth?
I do. I think we'll take down the Knights. It might be a good 7-game series, but
yeah,
take them down.
I put us in 7. I hope it goes to 7 actually, because that'd be pretty cool.
That'll be hype. Yeah. Oilers Ducks. What do you think of that one?
Give me McDavid.
Yeah.
He's like one of the only top players I know.
Experience matters in the playoffs in any sports, I feel like. So, yeah, McDavid will pick.
And then do you have Mammoth over the Oilers?
I do. I don't feel good about it, but yeah, I do. I'm going to roll with it.
I like it. Homer pick.
Yeah.
I got the Oilers, but I do think the Mammoth are going to give them fits.
Yeah, it's not a great matchup for the Mammoth, but I mean, we've played competitive with them all season, so.
It's true.
And then I got the Avalanche taking out the Wild. Is that what you got?
Yeah, I got that. And then East side, honestly, I don't really know many of these teams. I just know that they have more points than the West.
Yeah.
I got the Sabres just because they're the number 1 seed. Can't say I know much about them. Who do you got, Lightning or Canadians?
Yeah, I got the Lightning. They were at like 112 points or something like that. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, they've been pretty good for a while.
Hurricanes.
Give me the Hurricanes. I think they're legit.
Yeah, I do think so. I think the one time we saw them this year, they had a lot of speed and toughness, so I just liked them a lot.
Yeah. And then Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Flyers and Penguins. This is a tough one because I don't really know much
about it.
That's an
in-state rivalry, probably.
Yeah, that's true. Give me the Flyers. I don't know, just gut feeling there.
Same. I'm going Penguins on a gut feeling.
Yeah, I don't really know.
But you're picking the Hurricanes over.
Yeah.
Either way.
And then I got the Sabres playing the Hurricanes in the conference.
I got the Lightning.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I could give me a little upset right there. I think Lightning look pretty good. Lightning and Hurricane, that's like, that's a lot of storms going on in this playoffs.
And then we both got the Hurricanes and Avalanche, so we got a bunch of storms going on here.
Yeah.
There's storm stuff, yeah.
Just got to watch out for all those storms.
Yeah, man.
Those are the teams you don't want to play.
Yeah. Who did you have winning your Stanley Cup, though?
I did have the Avalanche.
Okay, I picked the Hurricane. I don't know.
Oh, really? I thought you picked the Avalanche.
I don't know why. I don't know. Just gut feeling there. I don't know.
They look good. I think they killed us when we played them, so I wouldn't want to play the Hurricanes.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm so excited to watch competitive playoffs. Gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I mean that was our goal at the beginning of the season for the Mammoth, right? Last year was a rebuilding year. We're trying to figure this out now that we have a team. This year we just want to make the playoffs, and we got it. Not only did we make the playoffs, but we got the top wild card spot. We're going up against the Golden Knights, who are like about the same point total that we are.
Yeah.
So even though they're the top of their division, it's not like they're that much better.
Totally.
And so I think it's totally a winnable series. It's everything we'd hoped for at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely. I think too I don't know if printing it out there, the Mammoth are doing a watch party outside the arena too for home games. So that's going to be buzzing downtown. I think that's going to be pretty cool. My prediction, too, is if we make a deep run, I could see some watch parties for away games inside the Delta Center. We've seen Ryan Smith do stuff like that before with draft parties and stuff like that. So
definitely
cool.
And then let's segue into some BYU basketball.
Yeah, it was looking a little grim here a little while ago, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Our boy Rob Wright is back.
That was great news.
Yeah,
great news.
It was really great news. I feel like we've had some good pickups too. I'm excited about this Betsy guy from Syracuse. I think he's pretty good.
He's like one of the best shooters in the ACC last year.
Yeah, totally.
Now that we're getting rid of Moose and Kostic, he could be our shooter that we needed. And
Colin Chandler shot 40% last year from 3.
Wow.
He's going to be a great...
That's what we need around Bruce Branch and shooting.
And I think him and Rob Wright will be a killer duo. Like, I saw Colin Chandler had like a 2.6 to 1 turnover to assist ratio.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty killer. I think it was like the best in the SEC. We got the guy from Clemson, Jake Whalen. He's going to be pretty good.
He's a Utah guy coming back, right? I think he used to play for Utah.
Yeah, I think he was originally out of high school committed to BYU and then went to Utah and ended up at Clemson. Coming back for his senior year, that'll be cool.
To me, he's like the Boscovich replacement.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's better than Boscovich. I don't know. I didn't watch him at Clemson.
Yeah, I saw that he averaged like 4 or 5 rebounds a game, which is good. I don't think Boscovich to me felt like he was just a big wing sometimes. So we need like guys who play big, you know.
True. I hope we get some more size.
That's the one I feel like huge gap that we still have is like we still don't have our center. I've heard a couple of rumors like Eric Ribe from UConn last year that BYU was in the mix. Apparently there's this Italian center that BYU's like the favorite to land, but I mean, it's just haven't landed anybody yet, so that's going to be the big question.
And then I saw a post. I'm sure you already know this guy, but it's a guy that came off his mission. That BYU is going to pick up this year.
Brooks Barr, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Brooks Barr.
Yeah.
Just saw a post that he signed as well for this season.
Yeah, we got a lot of good like Dean Ruckert. I'm excited to see him play. Obviously, Bruce Branch is going to be great.
Yep. Yeah, and then Brooks Barr, he's a guy that I don't really know much about. But
yeah, I think Will Openshaw is going to play too. He's like 7-footer, but freshman. So I mean, it's kind of hard to. You never know what you're going to get with those freshmen. So.
Yeah, but we got a lot of Utah guys coming in. It feels like last year it was international, more transfer portal type guys and AJ.
Yeah.
Now it's more like now we're really diving into our Utah roots with this team.
Yeah. The one that it was kind of sad not to land was I don't know if you saw the UVU guy. I think his name's Jackson Holcomb.
Oh yeah, he was good.
He was getting NBA like attention, but he just committed to Utah. I was really hoping he would just drive up the road and come to BYU.
Yeah,
but
I think he wants a bigger role, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure he looks at like Bruce Branch and is like, okay, we're kind of play the same position.
Am I going to come off the bench or what's the deal?
So I don't blame him. Utah's got some space, so. But there's some big... our boy Mark Pope over there is struggling. It's like, I feel bad he didn't land what's his name? Rob Wright. There's a couple other recruits he's missed out on, like Flory Badunga and... Man, he's they're calling for his head already, so I feel bad for him. But
Flory Badunga got a big chunk of cash.
Yeah, he did.
To go to Louisville.
Louisville killed it. I don't know if you saw they got that Jackson Shellstad guy too from Oregon.
Yeah, I guess they emptied their wallets though to get them, but worked out.
Their roster's going to be pretty nasty this year. Well, we appreciate you joining us on our episode today. Don't forget to check out our past episodes. You can find us on, again, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. We're there at tunedinjazz. And don't forget to share it with a friend. We'd love to reach more people. We hope that you have a great day.